What's going on, everybody? This is Brian Mazik, aka Unique Mazik, the hardest working man in sports and gaming, and I got another video for you examining the history of the NBA right now. So the #1 guy in rebounding for every single team in the NBA over their entire career. So the all-time leading rebounder for every team in the league. All right, peeps, let's get a like on this video and also click that subscription and that notifications bell so you'll know when new videos are dropping. We're going to start with Atlanta. That's the way we've been doing with this entire series. Bob Pettit is #1, 12,849 rebounds. That's a lot of caroms. And actually, there's nobody really close. Bill Bridges has 8,656. Dominique is actually 4th, but no current Atlanta Hawk is in the top 10. #1 for the Boston Celtics. Who else? Bill Russell, 21,620 rebounds. Give them all to me. Everything that come off is mine. Robert Parrish is 2nd, Cowens is 3rd, Bird's 4th, but they're all more than 10,000 rebounds behind him. Yeah, he gonna hold that for a minute. Brooklyn Nets or Nets #1 rebounder is Buck Williams, very underrated player. Buck was one of the better players in the 80s. 7,576 rebounds. No current new Brooklyn Net is on the list in the top 10, but Jason Kidd is 6th, which is pretty impressive for a point guard. Next up, we got the Charlotte franchises, and it's Emeka Okafor, 3,516 rebounds. Now, Larry Johnson, he just barely passed Larry Johnson, who was at 3,479. Kemba Walker is 9th. Kemba Walker is one of the greatest Charlotte players in history. He's like in the top 10 of everything. But this right here is super impressive. Michael Jordan is the all-time leading rebounder in Bulls history. 5,836 rebounds from the guard position. And Joakim Noah, who left the team not long ago, was 4th with 5,387. So it's real tight there, but nobody, not anytime soon, is going to catch Mike. LeBron James, of course, is the all-time leading rebounder for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He is the all-time leader at everything for that franchise, just about selling popcorn, everything, whatever. It's all over there. But Tristan Thompson is 6th. Dallas Mavericks, same thing with Dirk Nowitzki. Dirk just, I mean, he's I'm telling y'all don't understand. He actually beat Methuselah in a game of horse. Y'all don't know. You don't, he's been playing a long time. 11,331 rebounds. He's #1 there. No current Maverick is there. Jason Kidd's in the top 10 there too, 2,755. Dan Issel for the Denver Nuggets is #1 with 6,630 rebounds. Kenneth Faried just got traded recently. He's 8th. He's the closest current guy, or somewhat current. And so, yeah, Dan Issel should hold that down for a minute. Detroit Pistons, Bill Laimbeer is #1, 9,430 rebounds. He passed Bob Lanier, who had 8,063. If you were wondering where Dennis Rodman is, he's 4th. That's what happens when you move around a lot. But Andre Drummond's 5th with 6,192 rebounds. He's got to go for a while, but maybe he'll catch him like in about 5 years or so. Nate Thurmond is the #1 rebounder for the Golden State Warriors. Now that might shock people, but yes, he has more rebounds than Wilt Chamberlain in that for that franchise. That's a lot of boards. Draymond Green isn't even in the top 10 yet. Houston Rockets, Hakeem Olajuwon, he leads in quite a few categories himself for his squad. He has like almost 7,000 more rebounds than Elvin Hayes. That's a lot of rebounds. Moses Malone as well. So 13,382 boards. Yeah, he was getting them. Everything that comes off is mine. Now, unless you're an Indiana Pacer fan, like hardcore, you might not know who this guy is. He just passed away recently. Mel Daniels, many people believe him to be the best Indiana Pacer of all time. I know a lot of people would think Reggie Miller, but if you go back in some time, you'll know how great of a player Mel Daniels was. He's #1. Reggie Miller is 9th in rebounding. DeAndre Jordan, dude, is he getting the respect that he's supposed to get as a Clipper? I mean, he's the all-time leader in blocks, all-time leader in rebounds. Wow, this dude has quietly put together a really great career. 7,988 rebounds, but he's not even with the team anymore. So, yeah, Blake Griffin's actually third. So, here we go with the Lakers. Now, this one might shock some people unless you really know how good of a rebounder Elgin Baylor was. At 6'6", too, 11,463 rebounds. More rebounds in a Laker uniform than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Kobe's third, Magic's fourth, Wilt Chamberlain's fifth, and Shaq is sixth. Wow, Jerry West is 10th. Memphis, Zebo, Zach Randolph, 5,612 total rebounds for him. Marc Gasol is gonna pass him because he's already got 5,487. Unless he gets hurt or something, he's probably gonna pass him this season. So that'll be that. Mike Conley's ninth. Miami Heat. Yeah, you know, how many of you would have said this? Udonis Haslam's number one. Lonzo Mourning's number two. Dwayne Wade is fourth. Hassan Whiteside's sixth, but things ain't going so good for him in Miami. I don't know how long he's going to be there, so we'll see if he can catch him. The Milwaukee Bucks, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, 7,161 total rebounds, number one by a lot. Bobby Dandridge is second with 4,497, and there are no current Bucks there. We'll see if Giannis continues to grab boards, if he can break into the top 10. I'm pretty sure he will. Minnesota Timberwolves, Kevin Garnett is the number one everything, just about. He's here, tops here, 10,718. Kevin Love was really doing well. He had 4,453 before he left. Karl Anthony Towns is fourth, but he only has 2,877. You got some ways to go before you catch up with KG, bro. All right, New Orleans, that franchise, Anthony Davis, I think he probably just became the all-time leading rebounder last year. He's got 4,234. He passed David West, who had 3,853. Chris Paul actually has 1,951 rebounds, but there's nobody else active that is in contention with Anthony Davis. For the New York Knicks, you got Patrick Ewing, of course, 10,759 rebounds. Maybe I shouldn't say of course, because Willis Reed has 8,414. Charles Oakley, 7,291. But, you know, Patrick Ewing is the greatest, pretty much, in my opinion, the greatest Knick of all time. I know he didn't win a championship, but come on, you know. All-time leading rebounder for the Oklahoma City Thunder, Seattle Supersonics franchise, Jack Sikma. I keep telling y'all, he's one of the most underrated players in history. 7,729. Kemp's second. Russell Westbrook is third. 4,953. I don't know if he catches Sikma, but that's still impressive that he's third. Orlando Magic, Dwight Howard is number one. 8,072. Vucevic second. Shaq is only 3,691 because he left relatively early. But there's nobody that's active with the Magic that's even in the top 10. So Dwight will be up there by himself for a while. Philly, this one's probably going to shock especially some of the younger fans. Dolph Shays, 11,256 rebounds. He's number one by a lot. Johnny Red Kerr, 9,506. Charles Barkley's third. And Wilt Chamberlain's fifth, 6,632. Obviously, he had played more years with the 76ers than he would have been a little higher. The Phoenix Suns, this one might also shock some people that don't really know about Suns history. Alvin Adams, 6,937. If Sean Marion had played maybe a season or two more with Phoenix, he probably would be the guy. But Amari Stoudemire is third. Barkley's seventh on this list. Nobody active is even in the conversation. Portland, LaMarcus Aldridge, 5,434 rebounds. He barely passed Clyde Drexler before he dipped off to San Antonio. They don't have anybody active in the top 10, so LaMarcus should be sitting there for a while by itself. Sacramento Kings, the underrated and underappreciated Sam Lacey, all-time leader in block shots for the franchise as well as rebounds, 9,353. Jerry Lucas is second. Oscar Robinson's third. DeMarcus Cousins was all the way up to sixth before he was shipped out. And then you got Chris Webber is at 4,006. He's eighth. San Antonio Spurs, Tim Duncan is number one. He played so long. He's got almost 5,000 more rebounds than David Robinson. And George Gervin is a very, very, very distant third. Manu Ginobili's fifth. So that's interesting. And Tony Parker's eighth. That just shows you how much history and how much, you know, glory that Spurs dynasty brought to it, because nobody else, you know, from other times is even really that much relevant in the team's history. Chris Bosh, number 1, 4,776. Jonas Valanciunas has a good chance to catch him. He's a little bit over 1,000 rebounds away. He's got to probably play a couple more seasons with the team, and he could get there. Utah Jazz, Karl Malone. This is one of the only categories where he, you know, obviously scoring, but scoring and rebounding, those are the only 2 categories. I thought he might be there for something else, but he's not. 14,601 rebounds. Mark Eaton's number 2, and John Stockton's the 3rd. But that's what happens when you play 20 seasons someplace, you know. That's a lot of seasons. Derek Favors is 10th. Washington Wizards, Bullets, all of that. Wes Unseld, number 1, 13,769 rebounds. Marcin Gortat is 7th, but yeah, he ain't gonna catch him. It'll be a long time. So that's what we got for rebounds, guys. I appreciate you watching as always. God bless and peace.
Pocket, I'll be weak. I'm rather unique.